Hi guys, apologies for late getting this uploaded. If I'm honest, this is the third time I've done this call, albeit this time round it's just a recording, there's no one live present. What happened is the call on Wednesday, it recorded the Discord and the call itself, but despite me testing it many times, it didn't pick up this video I'm about to show you, so it just had Discord recording. I did get some software and I merged the two together, but if I'm honest, when I listened to it back, it was painful. There was a lot of umming on my part. It wasn't very smooth. The flow wasn't great. So my apologies to the people on the call that had to endure that. It was painful for me to listen to, so it can't have been great for you. But anyway, there wasn't any live questions asked, so I just thought, look, let's just re-record it. The questions that were asked and I answered were already previously asked, so I thought let's just do hopefully a new recording that's a bit easier, a bit smoother for people to listen to. So the format for this call as we move forward, what I really want to do is every couple of weeks, sort of do this every few weeks to update the community on what's being worked on by the team, the various developments and things, advancements you can expect coming through. And obviously, if there's any sort of questions being asked a lot in the group itself on Discord, then we can sort of try and focus on those topics. And obviously, it's an open forum if people want to request things. And again, during the call itself, if people want to jump in and ask questions, this is what it's there for. It's more of an open format. And if people want to change, the channel we do it on, obviously this is on Discord, or was on Discord, I should say. We can do either YouTube or Twitter or Google Meets or whatever people prefer. I'll probably do a vote on Discord and see what people would prefer. So yeah, I'll jump straight in to show you the video itself, DAP and the booking flow. Rob's kindly done this recording so we can see it from start to finish. So this is obviously the main page you'll get to when you go on beta.win.so. And what you need to do is make sure your MetaMask or Wallet Connect is configured to either Gnosis Chain or Polygon. Now we've got various blog posts we can help with that, with walkthroughs on how to do it. But the idea being, once you come through to this, you've got the search box there. You've obviously got the city, the date range, the number of guests and rooms. As some of you will know, we've partnered with Blockchain Projects, so this is an opportunity to click through and book accommodation close to those events, and then the sort of top cities there. So if we click through to Bogota here, you'll see it's going to give us it for the date ranges between the 7th and the 16th. Now this search here is taking a lot longer than what our ideal would be. This is mainly down to our API connection that we have at the minute. It is something we're working on. The solution to it is effectively creating like a silo or winding tree silo, it's called, or a cache that would hold the data and then we'd pull from that, or the inventory. What that would mean is a much quicker connection than the current API we've got at the minute. But again, expect some refinements to what you're seeing right now before that silo, let's call it, gets created. But it's something that it's not where we want it to be right now, but it's on the agenda. So you can see there the event in the middle is highlighted by the symbol, the unicorn thing there, and then you see the available accommodation with the little price badges. You've got a list of the hotels on the left there. We have got a feature coming hopefully in the next few weeks where you'll be able to filter by price. But for now, you can either click through on the price itself there or clicking through on the picture of the hotel on the left. What that's going to do is take you through to this page here where you've got obviously the different room types. You can select there see the different photos for the hotel. You've got the total number of nights there for the stay, and then the different rooms that are available. Now, what I will say is these descriptions aren't the best at the minute, and this is mainly linked to the API issue I mentioned just a minute ago. It will be something that's improved and we are working on, but for now, some of them, and again, if you've got any feedback, just let us know. But if you click through to the booking here, you've obviously got the total price there. Now, this bit is new to the DAP. We didn't have this before for Amsterdam. And this is really for the hotel as a point of reference for the booking. So it's not used by Winding Tree in that sense. It's sent straight over to the hotel. And like I say, it's a point of reference really for the booking itself. It'd be for flights and things, this kind of information even more is going to be a necessity. And it'd be exciting to see maybe some more peer-to-peer messaging or wallet-to-wallet messaging being explored there. Anyway, for this next screen here, this is where you actually connect the MetaMask wallet. You've got, obviously, like I say, the MetaMask or Wallet Connect, and then you select the desired chain, so either Gnosis or Polygon at the minute. And as I said, you need to be configured on MetaMask. It will automatically switch the network when it picks that up, and then you've got the tokens that are native to Gnosis Chain there. And as you'll notice, they are all stable coins at the minute, and the same goes for Polygon. where we've got, you can switch network, and then the tokens that are native to Polygon, and again they are all stable coins at the minute. Expect some more crypto as we move forward to be added to this. We've just started obviously with stable coins for now. I'm just going to jump to the next video quickly because this is obviously on the test site using fake money. So you can see here the balance at the bottom there, the 50,000, and obviously the test site lets you know you're on the test site at the top. So we've got the total value for the booking there. As I said, the wallet balance is displayed there, and then you click pay. Now this is obviously going to bring up in this case, the MetaMask notification for you to confirm the transaction. Obviously you can see all the normal details there that you would. You click confirm, and naturally this is then going to bring up a transaction hash there, and you can see it there at the bottom, and the little box saying it's processing still. So obviously you can click through that transaction hash there and have a look at the transaction on the blockchain, either on Etherscan or Etherscan, but whatever chain you're on, and check when obviously you can see there it's still pending through. And once the transaction's confirmed, it will take you through to this screen here. Now, just to give you an idea what this screen here, the booking confirmation page, is all about, we're offering a saving to the traveller. So we're giving the saving back, obviously where they're normally paying intermediary fees, this is being given back either in two options at the minute. There will be more coming, I'll touch upon in a second, but for now it's either offsetting the saving as a carbon credits. So we've partnered with Toucan Protocol to put this in place. What it basically does is uses their token, NCT token, to buy carbon credits, and then that retires them onto the blockchain. The traveller will get a NFT certificate as proof of this, proof that it's happened. And it's a really interesting project in the sense that in the carbon credits industry, it's always, people aren't always sure where the credits are or if they're reused and that kind of thing. Obviously, coupling that with blockchain, it's a lot more transparency. There's a lot more transparency, and it can't be, things can't be reused as easily, let's say. The other option we've got there as well at the minute is to claim it in LIF, which, for those that didn't know, LIF is the token for Winding Tree. At the minute, its main utility is as a governance token for the various improvement proposals that we'll be exploring as we move forward. We've had one so far. And obviously, like it says there, as the platform grows, there'll be extended utility for the token itself, especially as we start forming the DAO, and that becomes more of a thing. Like I said before, we're not creating a business here. This is something that's owned by the community. So once you've selected the reward here, you'll then be taken through to the next screen, which is basically confirming that your booking has been paid, the reward's been confirmed, and it gives you the option to either leave feedback or click through to the next day. And obviously clicking through to the next day, that's just going to take you back to the home screen, back where we were before, and obviously you can go through the cycle again. So that is the DApp. That's from start to finish, the booking flow. It'd be great if anyone has done any bookings himself or plan to use the DApp to get any feedback. I will jump straight into the questions now, just to sort of cover them off that was sent. We had 3 that was sent on the Google Doc. So Steve said, what is the plan for Glider? Will Wind.so also offer flights? If so, when? How will you expand cities and hotels on Wind.so? When and how will LIF that promised fuel of Winding Tree? And can you show the whole booking process? So the whole booking process, obviously, we've just been through. The plan for Glider. Now, this was obviously, let's call it the first version of what we've just been through Wind.so. It's kind of been retired at the minute. It's something that Matthew and the team would have been working on before. Look at Wind.so as a replacement. It's something that we could use again, Glider. It's not completely useless. It's just, like I say, been replaced with Wind.so for now. Now, we will offer flights in the future. Obviously, it is something that will definitely be, development for the DApp itself. But what we need to consider is there's a lot more that is involved with flights in the way of passenger data and how we manage that and send that across. It's something that needs to be worked on and considered. So it's not as easy as booking a hotel in the way of the intricacies that go with the booking. But yeah, definitely something to expect on the platform. So how we plan to expand on the cities and hotels. This is a question for Vincent. He did jump in on the first call and sort of give a bit of an overview. We said that I think the next call will probably be good to involve Vincent in the same format that Matthew did on the first. And just to give his point of view of partnerships and what's going on from his point of view for the hotels. So at the minute we have a lot of content that we need to build up the volume with these hotels to kind of show to them this, give them active examples as to what, why they should be moving everything to us. So what we're trying to do is build up the bookings with them by using these current API systems. Let's call it the Web2 tech that's there. Being able to be cheaper or the same as what's there, and especially when we factor in the saving that we give the traveller as well at the end. But more importantly, just improving the system. And like I've sort of touched upon last week when I was in DAPCon, there's a lot of credible blockchain projects that are being more centralized than they would want at the minute. So I guess we've got to see it as a stepping stone on our route to being decentralized, where in order to, especially to work with a lot of these big brands, we need to, they're not just going to download a MetaMask wallet, let's say, especially from an inventory point of view. We need to be, hotels want their inventory to be taken off automatically. They don't want it to be a manual process. So for us to do that, we have to have some kind of PMS system. So one of the questions later on we're going to get to about how is the inventory actually managed. I'll cover it off now. It was sent him. I think it was Julian sent it him, but he basically said, Julian said, how is the inventory taken off? Is it automatic now or is it manual? We're connected to a hotel property management system now, PMS system, so the availability is verified real time and the booking itself is confirmed real time. And that was obviously very different to how we were working before. And again, sort of touched upon the obstacles that I was saying about that we have. So just jumping back to Steve's question on how we plan to expand, this is kind of the start of expanding. Now, one thing that obviously at the minute, like I say, we're more connected in the Web2 way. What Vincent's been working hard with is working with certain brands, big brand hotels that obviously really like what we're doing. They like the decentralized values and dislike intermediaries. And what we're working with to do is get a portfolio of properties that we can put on Winding Tree Marketplace as a peer-to-peer connection, so as a direct connection. That way, being able to give more of a saving for the booking itself, for the hotel room, and obviously being a lot more of an attractive offer to bring people onto the platform itself. So expect that to happen soon. Those of you that would have noticed on I think it was the marketing thread the other day, Vincent asked Rob to create some sort of badge where we could highlight the properties that are connected peer to peer. So it was obvious to the traveller which properties have less intermediaries, let's say, or no intermediaries, and which have the intermediaries involved. And as such, they'll be paying a bit more for that. But again, there's not going to be one way I think we're going to achieve this. There's going to be many different sort of paths to getting adoption on this platform, and really for the travel industry to want to move over. So a bit of a long-winded answer to that question, sorry, Steve. And the how will Lyft be used as the fuel for Winding Tree? As I said earlier, it's a governance token. It's mainly to be as a governance token. We have got various improvement proposals that I'm planning to bring forward soon, that I probably in the next call or maybe the call after start to explore. But sorry, Vincent, actually did say last time how how excited he is, how powerful he thinks it is, having these proposals and ultimately the community shaping where we go with this. And it's something where, again, I said it earlier, but we're not building this as a business. It's being built to be owned by the community. So in turn, these proposals that we submit as we go forward, they're going to be shaped with the hive mind that we have. And yeah, again, this call is kind of where I'm seeing the start of us building on from that. But it's going to be a process, and I think where we're at the minute, it doesn't lend itself. It certainly doesn't lend itself to being a DAO. But we need to start building on those values and actually building on those principles to get to where we want to be. So again, I think staking, just on Lyft utility, I think staking will have a utility in the future for spam verification, spam prevention. Maybe some kind of incentive in the future when we have got more partnered hotels, directly partnered hotels, let's say, that would maybe want to offer a free breakfast to encourage a booking to people that were staked. There's a whole raft of things when the platform's up and running and being utilised that Lyft can be used for. And again, we're open to the community have got ideas. Like I was saying, this is how this thing's going to be built. Then there's an open forum for that. So that was Steve's question. So Martin asked, what's going on with Wine and Cheap branding? The deadline was June 10th, and what is the marketing strategy? So this is more of a Vladimir question. He was actually away this week, so I wasn't able to get a direct answer from him. But I know for a fact from the rest of the marketing team, this is something that is being actively worked on, and I'd expect an announcement to the community or some sort of update at least on when we can expect to see more publicly next week when Vladimir's back and he's able to push a few things forward. So yeah, that is being worked on, and we do know there's been a bit of a delay with that. It's just trying to get things right and making sure we're all happy with what's happened. So really, that's there's not really much more. There wasn't really much more to ask. What was quite cool at the end of the first call, or sorry, the second call, which I thought I recorded, when I'd stopped the recording and went back to the thread, there was a few people that had joined the call late, so we jumped back in and just had a few sort of impromptu questions, which was quite good. A few just around the token and things like that. So yeah, I think moving forward, it'd be good to get any feedback. Hopefully, this flowed a bit better than last time. Like I say, it'd be great to get people's feedback on the DApp itself. As I said earlier, this is definitely a stepping stone in the right direction and where we want to be going. It's not our ideals at the minute, fully decentralized ideals, but I think we need to be realistic that we need to build the platform in stages before we're going to get to where all of our ideals are and where we need to be with all of this. Yeah, ultimately a peer-to-peer connection. So guys, I'll stop trunching on, rambling on. Yeah, any feedback would be great to hear, and speak to you all soon. Cheers.